Picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Okay, so it's not exactly infrastructure week, but I am getting ready for Wonderfest, and part of getting ready for Wonderfest is how are we going to transport this big thing. So I am making a traveling dry dock. It's a traveling dry dock so that I can pop this into the back of a car and it will be at least somewhat sturdy. Putting it in a huge box with packing foam was never going to be a viable solution. So what I am attempting to do is emulating the travel boxes or the storage boxes that they used at Paramount, and using just foam and framework, we are going to make something that I can leave. Now this wooden thing, I'm going to be leaving that in the car. I can remove it from the wooden dry dock and move it into the hotel once we get there. But what I need to do is I'm going to go out and get a piece of plywood for a base, so that this can all be screwed down or glued down to a base, and that'll give me that last bit of stability. But what I've got is two frames, basically two frames that have that are going to be parallel to each other. This is going to this sits on this frame. It holds it up at the right angle on the front, and then we're going to make some sort of foam covered clamp that's going to go here, that's going to hold it down at this point. So hopefully that's going to take all of the jogging and shaking out of the thing as it's traveling down the road. But like I said, it's not like this whole frame has to be moved at one time. Once you take the ship out of it, the frame is going to be actually fairly lightweight. So if I can do something here and put it on a bolt and a wing nut, just like I have up here, this top piece can be removed, and then it sits down on this piece of foam. So that's what I'm working on today, Monday of the week before Wonderfest. Okay, first, pay no attention to the crack in there on the table. It's Friday. It's the last work day of the week, of this weird week. And what I been doing today is I basically have been shortening these wires and resoldering the ends on them. The problem I had with them that I didn't like was the fact that there was just a whole excess of wire going from speaker to speaker, or coming out of the bottom and plugging into the speaker, or going from the power and plugging into the power jack. So I just went through and shortened everything up. So now I'm down to the two lines that go into a strip, power strip. And this is now to a place where I can sit it in the dry dock jig, which is right here. Sit it in the dry dock jig for a week or so while I am abroad. And here, cats and kittens, is the Enterprise in dry dock. It is ready to be transported to Wonderfest in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Some minor touching up I need to do. I need to I need to reinstall the impulse engine coverings. Got to put those back on. Got to fix this joint on the neck again one last time, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got done this week. And I hope you don't mind the fact that we had a weird video week. Going on a big trip, leaving tomorrow, leaving on a jet plane, as they say. And don't worry, I have a rotating regiment of guards coming through to protect the Aztek temple in my absence. But taking a couple weeks off, week and a half off really. Be back here just in time. I'll have a few days between my return and the time I need to pack everything up to go to Wonderfest, which is why I kind of had to get my pre-Wonderfest stuff done this week instead of, the week that I would normally be doing it, which would be, next week. So yeah, it's it's taken some time to, I did a lot of work in the yard, on the yard this week, getting up some bushes and trims and all that kind of stuff. Want to make sure the neighbors don't think the Adams family lives here, and that it's at least semi-presentable while I'm gone. Also had to take the car in to get an estimate on it because I had a tree branch come down in a storm, hit the ground, bounce up and into the carport where my car was sitting, minding its own business, not hurting anybody, and it put a big old dent in the fender. So no, it's still drivable. It's not going to stop me from taking it to Wonderfest, but again, that was something I needed to get that paperwork at least in the process, so when I come back I can get it over to the garage in time. Now, I'm not going to be able to get it done until after I get back from Wonderfest. I don't want to jeopardize it taking too long and me having to resort to a rental car or something. That would be horrible. So I'm just enjoying a bit of the old nature moments now. It's one of those things where you have a trip coming up, and particularly if you don't travel a lot, like I don't travel a lot, maybe once or twice a year. So my mind is constantly worrying with, all the details. Did I get, did I let the bank know I was going to be out of town? So, if they see a charge coming in from Tokyo, they know that it's okay to charge. My card wasn't hacked or anything. That kind of stuff. I need to let them, the mail people know. Mail deliveries. I need to make sure. I needed to make sure I was up on all of my vinyl orders, so that I could get mail out the orders that I had outstanding and let my vendors know that I would be out of the office, as it were. So it's been one of those weird weeks. So I don't really have any new model making to show for it except that dry dock. So hope you don't mind the interruption in normal service. I'll try to post some pictures online on the trip as it's happening. Hopefully there'll be some wonderful sights to see. I'll have a long video about it when I come back. I'll put that all together, and that'll probably go up right before Wonderfest, because I know there are certain places that we're planning on going that you can't take a camera, which is ironic in Japan, but you can't take cameras into some certain places that we're going to be going. So that's going to be it. I thank you for your time and your patience. If you are really jonesing for some model making, do what we used to do as children and use the summertime for summer reruns and pick something off of one of the playlists and watch it. I will see you when I get back. Y'all have to be safe until I return. Be safe, be smart, be good to each other, build your own dang models, and we'll talk to you real soon.